Welcome to a new Daily Top Askreddit video. Today's topic.
What is something that starts happening in your 30s that nobody warned you about? The people you work with keep getting younger. I finally understand Pam from The Office's freak out. I used to be young and cute and sort of funny. Now I'm a fat mom. I'm 37. My boss doesn't remember 9/11. Watching your parents get old is a psychological mindfuck. My idea of old has always been 10 years older than my parents, at least after they were about 50. But you can only play that game for so long. Yeah, eventually you have to be a realist. There was one year where I didn't see my dad for like 8 months, and when I finally got to hang out he looked about 5 to 10 years older. He suddenly looked like an old man, like WTF. Realizing that, what do I actually want to do with my life, is no longer I'll figure it out later problem. Man, I feel this. I'm 36 and have been in the same career since I was 25. I never really liked it and was never really good at it. I kept expecting it to change and it never did. Now I'm in a place where I can't afford to leave and I can't afford to stay, and it is destroying me. Man, I feel this so hard. And I'm 42 with 2 kids, one of whom is severely disabled, autistic, and will have to live with my wife and I the rest of his life. Keep losing hours at work due to clients cutting costs, and I have been applying to jobs for 3+ years and have had 2 interviews in that time. To say I am depressed is an understatement. Wife can't work because she has to be around for our disabled child. I am depressed, terrified, stressed, worried. All the joy has been sucked out of life. Life used to be so good, and not even that long ago. Sigh, edit, thank you all for the outpouring of love. I didn't realize how much I needed that. There are so many good caring people in this world, thanks for the reminder. Your body takes longer to heal, and some pains are here to stay. Your friends get married, have kids, and if you don't, it's like you are the last one standing in a game of musical chairs. Used to be you had a standing date to go over and watch the game or go to the gym after work, and suddenly you haven't seen a friend you used to see twice a week in 3 months. It sneaks up on you, that is if you aren't one of the married with kids ones. Man, every year you get lonelier. This X100. I'm happy for my friends and stuff having kids and taking different paths than me, just sucks we don't see each other a lot. Used to be like let's hang 3x a week. Then it goes to once a month, and now I'm lucky if I see some friends more than once a year. Hey man, the loneliness is on this side of the aisle as well. I've got 1 kid and love him to death. Besides work, I never get time to do anything by myself. Never get to go see friends. Edit, I currently have a 2-year-old and we live in a pretty rural, forested area. All of our friends are about an hour's drive or more away. My partner is a stay-at-home mom because we don't have someone to take care of him when she would work. She's with him all the time, and so I give her breaks whenever I can. It's rewarding but also exhausting. I haven't seen my friends in 6+ months. I miss my friends and hanging out without worry that I have to get home to the kids, but hey, it's life. For me, a lot of loved ones started dying. Before 30s it was the rare distant relative, grandparents in 20s, maybe a random tragedy. Now in my 30s I'm facing parent loss, friend loss, coworker loss, etc. I'm pushing 50. My sister has already passed, and now both my dad and uncle have terminal diseases. At least mom is healthy for now. Give them all a hug. The foods you eat actually do matter. A lot. Wish someone would have told me to change my eating habits in my 30s, to cut out the sodas, the junk food, fried foods, to feed my brain and body healthier foods in order to avoid high cholesterol, high blood pressure, dementia. Woman facepalming, light skin tone. Now in my 70s, I'm walking 3 to 5 miles per day, eating better. Too late? Hope not. Walking is huge. As a younger person interested in longevity, have begun to implement that instead of only gym weights. The data shows walking is even more powerful than diet. Walk on, partner! Exclamation mark. You worry about being old, but you're actually entering your prime. God bless you. I'm turning 29 this year and I've been pretty athletic my whole life. The idea of it declining has been low-key a tough thought to think about. Just turned 37 and hasn't happened yet. Just harder to start if you stop. ETA start if you stop *** correction. You're not going to feel a decline in your 30s if you remain physically active. Realizing who you actually give a shit about and vice versa, and having the mental clarity and maturity to be content with committing to never seeing him again. There are about 4 old friends that I'm completely happy never seeing again, some not even bad people, just don't care. I'm 31 and just noticing that pretty much everyone is up for debate on the chopping block. So many things I danced around in my 20s that I just won't any further. The loneliness, everyone is always too busy to do anything, even too busy just to chat. Trying to make new friends is so difficult because everyone ends up just ghosting you. Gaming has been kind to me. Being able to go on Discord with your friends from online has really helped. Even playing online with random people helps. It's what led me to hanging out with these guys for 7 years. Same, I ended up making some of my best friends via a Reddit LFG for a mobile game I used to play. Now we get Roger once a year for a Friendsgiving. We come from all over the country: Michigan, Massachusetts, Tennessee, Georgia, Washington, D.C., Florida, Canada, Alabama, California. We make the effort every year to see each other no matter what. Usually we grab an Airbnb that houses roughly 15 people in a different area of the country. Some of us bring our dogs or our kids or spouses. Some of the most fun I have every year as an almost 40-year-old adult. Discord keeps us in contact every day though. We get in a voice chat almost every night where most of us pop in daily to say hi or play a game. Proof: I'm the beard. Tennessee was that year. The number of funerals you attend increases significantly and suddenly. I was just thinking the same thing recently. Wife and I have seen 6 funerals in the last 3 years. What I found most sad was the divide in ages. 3 died in their 40s from cancer, the other 3 had health issues but were all around 80 years old already. I was a bit sad that 3 of my friends or family were basically cut off before they'd even reached old age. Life just ain't fair. Sensitive stomach. Yeah, no, that 4th hot dog kinda hurt. Thinking face. It waited until my 40s, but then I was like, where the fuck did that come from? I used to wolf down anything and everything, now I have to be careful about what I eat. I got a full MRI scan of my whole digestive tract and they found nothing suspicious, so the doctor was just, avoid fructose, artificial sweeteners and berries. I said, does this really happen this suddenly? And he, my regular general doctor is also digestion specialist, said, go out to the bus stop and look around you. About 4 in 10 of the people you see around you will have some form of irritable digestive tract. It's crazy. Never trust anyone who uses unsimplified fractions. That's 2/5. I wouldn't worry. I'm 24 and have been suffering with IBS issues for at least 6 years now. Used to be able to drink glasses of milk but now I shit myself at the sight of it. You really start understanding who you are, what you want, and, more importantly, probably have a better understanding of what it will take to get there. Individual growth and development are at a high. Realize that this is not the start of a decline, but quite the opposite, you're only getting started. Welcome to your prime. You start to realize and/or your body craves more sleep. I remember in my 20s that I was rarely in bed at midnight, even when working a 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. shift. I'd go to work, drink an energy drink, then be fine for the day. Late 30s I find that if I do that now, phew boy. I feel like I'm hungover. And forget any energy drinks, they are horrible for you. So I guess I also now care a little more of what I do and don't put in my body lol. Harder to fall asleep, stay asleep, sleep less in general, always tired and it grinds you down. Something I read yesterday really rang true. Sleep quality is lower than in your 20s due to long-term accumulated stress that's more prevalent around this age. Everyone keeps pointing out bad things, but I want to share something good. Late 20s, early 30s is where life, for me, finally becomes fulfilling and fun. This is where many people are established in their career and have the potential to buy their first house, travel the world, or otherwise pursue real hobbies. It's a great time. When I think about the happiest moments of my life so far, most of them were in my 30s. I'm 43 now and it seems like the last 10 years flew by. I had a happy and fulfilling relationship where we lived together with our dog. We weren't rich but could afford more things than compared to now, unfortunately. Totally agree. Mid-30s is when the hard work I'd been putting in for years started to rapidly pay off. Got my dream job, including a nice pay raise, got married, bought a beautiful house, took some nice vacations. I'd been setting up all of my ducks in a row for a while but I needed time and a little luck. I'm in my late 30s now and have been enjoying the fruit of my labor. You either better prioritize working out and movement or become someone that feels old. The former leads to much better outcomes in my observation. Got an autoimmune disease that ate up a lot of my knee cartilage before I got out under control. I'm 37 but I think I'll probably be feeling old till it's my turn to die. Fellow disabled person here. Waving hand, light skin tone. I know movement looks different for us all and I do feel old in some ways. But I am also so lucky to have found ways to exercise. I'm gonna be hurting regardless, so gotta keep my strength up. Wishing you well. You lose friends. You realize there's no such thing as a dream job. You learn health is the real wealth. About to turn 37 and don't feel any degradation physically, but I can see a difference in the mirror. All the things I wanted to do in life and either didn't or couldn't do are really messing with me psychologically, though I imagine this is largely unique to my situation because I missed some major milestones. I feel physically stronger than ever before, much more capable of handling anything that happens. The realization that this is what my life will likely be until death is problematic because I am not happy. I feel my mental health slipping significantly and am more willing than ever to engage in questionable activities. Other than that, ear and nose hair need to be trimmed frequently, some hair thinning. I'm seeing a lot of white, grey hairs in my sideburns but not on my head. Yeah, what is it with nose hairs all of a sudden? Hell yeah man. Nothing like a good midlife crisis to put everything in perspective. Take some risks and try some of those things you never had the time, money for. Just don't buy a boat, cheat on your wife or try heroin and you may end up broadening your horizons more than you expected you could in your 30s. Don't stop living and growing just because the timer hits a specific number.